Why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner? Watch me shoot this one. Watch me shoot this one.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you are listening in from. This is Thursday morning. Welcome, Mafus from Laurel, Maryland. Lashana, Richmond, California. Lorna Vasquez. Anissa Jenkins. Shane West. Nicholas. Abdul Wild. Marty Bali, Victoria, Texas. Shauna Ross. Hey, Shauna, did you guys feel that earthquake? I heard about a 4.4 earthquake in the southeast. Barbara Brown, good morning. That is right, Marty. All the time. I am still in the 90s, old school instrumentals. This I had on constant rotation. I was in high school. Barbara Brown, Vallejo. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest in money that you cannot afford to lose. Number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And number 5, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make it happen? Stay focused. Do not get distracted. Keep moving it forward. You have limited resources. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, so let's go ahead and let me turn on screen share. All right, I hope you guys learned a little bit of something and enjoyed our crypto talk last night with myself, Jairus Coleman. We had Albert Thomas on, special guest. Always great to hear about what others are doing. As you saw, he was, I mean, he's making like 500 here, 300 there, 5,000 there, you know, without having to recruit anybody. People want to say, and they all ask me this all the time, how can I recruit when I don't want to recruit? I don't like to recruit. And once you understand that recruiting is natural, recruiting is part of everything we do in life. Women recruit men, not the other way around. In relationships, it's the woman's choice. We recruit for schools. We recruit our friends. We recruit our entertainment. Everything is recruiting. When you get out of your head the fact that I'm trying to convince somebody to get a part of my deal or to buy my product or to do what I want to do, when you get that out of your head and all you start doing is sharing, talking about, and being about what you're passionate about, you act like a magnet to yourself and people will come to you. Number one rule of selling: people don't like to be sold, they like to buy. So instead of trying to sell somebody on a product, become attractive enough that people will want to come and buy you. I don't sell crypto. I don't sell KGX. What I do is I am constantly talking about that which I am most passionate about. I share my stories. I talk about the benefits. I never say, you should be part of this. I share what it's doing for me. See, this is an art. It took me 10 years to figure this out. Some people that got started with me, they figured this out on day one. It took me 10 years to figure it out. I don't complain about what I do because now you're putting off a negative vibration. I'm always talking about how what I'm doing is either impacting my life or will impact my life if I'm not there yet. But how can I share a story if I haven't had success yet? You don't need to share your success yet. You can talk about where dreams, where you believe this is going to take you. And you just speak to it in the world. Now, it's not like you're standing in front of a wall and you're just speaking it. All right. But it's just exuding from you. I don't recruit people. I attract people. That's how I will always be one of the top producers in everything I do. When you figure this skill set out, it's just like in the K-Chise training. It doesn't matter the business. It doesn't matter the product. It doesn't matter the compensation plan. None of that matters. I can go join another company tomorrow and have 1,000 people signed up. It's about you. And I went off on a tangent there because I just kind of wanted to prove a point. Like last night when we share our stories, that's all we do. That's all you do. I haven't done one piece of advertising yet for KGX since I've been here. When I do, it's game over. So if you don't like to recruit, you're still going to be recruiting a whole lot of people if you are talking about what it is you're doing. People will come to you. What are you going to tell them? No, I don't want to sign you up. I don't like recruiting, so no, I'm not going to sign you up. If I did that, I wouldn't have signed up anybody. And if you look at everybody that I have signed up and you ask them, how did Brandon sign you up? I mean, if I were you guys, that's what I would do. I would go, okay, who's on Brandon's team? Who did Brandon is Brandon the sponsor of? And then I will ask them, how did Brandon sign you up? And listen to the different ways they'll tell you. Like Lashana. I didn't send Lashana a message. Hey, you got to sign up with me. You got to join me. Have you seen this business? Are you interested in this? Oh, you got to take a look at this. Look at this compensation plan. I doubled my money over. I didn't do any of that. A lot of times, I don't realize somebody signed up till I see their name on my report. Then I shoot them a message. That's the first time I ever spoke to them. Once you figure out that art, you will always be a top producer and never a recruiter. But again, like I said, it took me, maybe easy for me to say, but it took me 10 years to figure it out. Shane West. I signed up Shane West. I didn't shoot Shane an inbox message. You know who Shane signed up? Dr. Ken Lewis. Dr. Ken, who did he sign up? Diana Townsend. See how that happens? The rest is history. All right, anyways. Last night, somebody asked a question. I don't remember if it was Patricia or Jacqueline about Paxos Standard Token. And I remember pulling it up, and I forgot to always come back to it. This is a stable coin. And I don't know if she's on now, but she might hear the replay. And make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on YouTube as well. That gets us traction. So I don't know much about this token, but let's look at its history. It has been here since September 27, 2018. So it's a brand new coin doing exactly what Tether is doing. Although I don't know how. I'm going to pull up the website real quick. It's just another stable coin. This isn't one of those coins that you want to buy and hold for a long period of time. Paxos, trusted company, regulated by the state of New York. That's a good thing. The first digital asset issued by a financial institution and is fully collateralized by USD. Can you back that up? Pax will always be redeemable 1-to-1. No fees. It's fast. Supported. Our global team. Get a dedicated account manager with minimum purchase of $100K. Wow. The entire supply of Pax is collateralized by USD, dedicated omnibus cash accounts, FDIC insured US banks. What banks? Yeah, they don't name a bank there. They don't have to, but with them performs testations using standardized, blah, blah, blah. Why use Paxos? Hold digital assets. Settle the cash component of the digital assets, move between digital assets, settle transactions. So it is the latest stable coin that works like Tether. You know, they probably just have a different way of getting their funding. Tether says they're backed by $2 billion worth. Paxos says 159 million out there. That's not bad. 49 million is their volume, 24-hour volume. 159 million circulating supply of their coins, okay? So they're not bad. It's a stable coin. You can use them just like you would use Tether. Where can you get Paxos? Binance. So they're all over Binance. Hotbit. Let's see. Bittrex. Bitfinex. So basically, if you're going to participate in this token, Tether coin, and you are, or stable coin, and you are in the United States, Binance will be the way to go. The BTC to Pax. That's what you want to look at. BTC to Pax. All right, what's the market doing today? Let's see, 108 billion. That looks pretty stable from last night. Bitcoin dominance, 54.8%. So it's been stable since the last 9 hours or so. And 12 hours. In the red, everything's in the red. Makers at 28%. Why? I don't know. Best performers, Dentacoin, Maker, Dex. The stable coins, of course. Ethereum Classic, well, I said no, that's going to the negative. So Maker, why is Maker up 28%? Interestingly, there's a token called KBC, which is a coin from a network marketing company called Carrot Bars. Came out with their own crypto coin that's worth 1 cent right now. It's up 29%. It was up 70-something% yesterday. 29%. Look at this all of a sudden spike. I know they've been making major news recently. So when it first came out in July, it was worth 0.008 cents. And now it's worth 1 cent. So it's up 0.002 cents of a penny. Not bad. But what if you bought a whole bunch of this? And the next thing you know, it goes to 15 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. Now, I don't know if I own any KBCs. Where is this being sold? Hit BTC and Yobit. Volume 40,000. Since it is backed by Carrot Bars, they've been around for a long time. Carrot Bars is actually back, it does precious metals, gold and silver, which means they can have their coin back to their own holdings of gold. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I think it is the real deal. It's on the smaller exchanges. They have a network of people. There's 12 billion in total supply, but CoinMarketCap still has not listed it yet as far as one of their top coins. It is on here though. So if you notice, they don't even consider that one of the top performers because there's data that hasn't been released yet for the Carrot Bar coin, KBC. But a long-term move, yeah, it might be a good thing to have that in your crypto portfolio. Yeah, imagine if Green did that, but Green is going to be bigger than KBC, much bigger, because of their niche, not because of the one's doing anything better than the other, just because of the niche. We're talking about electricity here, global electricity. All right, let's look at some articles. Bitcoin sextortion scheme seduces, maybe we should have saved this for late night crypto talk, victims into installing ransomware. Okay, let's take a look. All right, Keenan, you've got 30,000. Yeah, this might be a time to get Binance coin before it hits, to get KBC coin before it hits Binance, because once it goes on Binance and all that volume's there, then it's going to explode. Only thing that's holding it back right now is that there's not new money coming into the market, but when it does, then it's going to explode. So getting it now, that cheap price, might be a good bet. In fact, I need to do that. So anyways, Bitcoin sextortion scheme seduces victims into installing ransomware. A sextortion scam that doubles its chances of success by planting ransomware on the computing device of its target victims has emerged. And as is often the case, the attackers want to be paid in Bitcoin. According to researchers at cybersecurity firm Proofpoint, the sextortion campaign, which is mostly targeting residents of the United States, is including links in the blackmail email pointing to a ransomware installer. As with the similar sextortion campaigns, the scams claim to have compromising information that has been gathered over months and compiled in a video But when the victim clicks on the links to the video to verify that indeed they were secretly recorded, they end up inadvertently installing ransomware known as Grand Crab. Gan Crab. All right, hold up. Fellas, because it's most likely that you would do something stupid. Fellas, if you get an email and it's saying, yeah, we got you dead and right. We got video, we got pictures. Watch your own conscience, because if you're already up to no good and you get an email like that, you're gonna start what? And then you go ahead and click on the link to see what they got on you. You know that old saying, if you're innocent, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But those of you that have a guilty conscience, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it at all. Always you've got plausible deniability. Be like, hey, videos and stuff can be photoshopped. I'm just saying. For example, if you are traveling, just a little birdie told me this. Make sure that when you're in your hotel room or anywhere, keep your laptop closed. All right? It can be remotely turned on without the light on and you don't know it. Just keep it closed. Careful what you're doing. Don't use public Wi-Fi. All right, I'm not giving a how-to booklet here. I'm just saying. You don't want to get scammed by this. Once the ransomware is successfully installed, a payment of $500 is demanded from the victim. And it has to be paid in cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin or Dash. Interestingly, Gan Crab, which was discovered in January this year, is the first known ransomware to demand payment in Dash. So for the first time this week, we observed a sextortion campaign that also includes a link to ransomware with social engineering designed to extort money from recipients. Yeah, Shane's going to be singing that song all day long. It wasn't me. Thought I caught you in the paint. According to Proofpoint researchers, the cyber criminals are preying on fears and hoping that their target victims, having panicked, didn't I just say that? Will not think twice about clicking on links, however suspicious they may appear. This particular attack, Robert said, put tape over your camera lens. Hey, you know what I got at the Blockchain Expo? It's this cool little device, right? That's like a lens cover. So you put it next to the camera and then it moves to the right or the left. That way it blocks out the camera, or you can open it up if you want to have the camera on at any time. So you don't have to mess around with the tape and taking it off and gum and whatever other green stuff you're putting on your computer. It's completely safe. It's not going to damage your computer. Whoever came up with that invention is ingenious. That's the way to do it. Smart. Anyways, says this particular attack combines multiple layers of social engineering as vulnerable as frightened recipients are tricked into clicking the link to determine whether the sender actually has evidence of illicit activity. The cybersecurity researchers wrote in a blog post, from a sample seen by the Proofpoint researchers, the cyber criminals are employing this technique to increase their chances of making money if the sextortion attempt fails. You know what else is funny too? You might have somebody that's completely innocent, but they get that email talking about, yeah, I got video of you. I know what you did in Florida or Vegas. I didn't do nothing. You ain't got nothing on me. And you start clicking the link. Anyways, says The sample blackmail email, for instance, requests $381 to be paid if the victim does not want the compromising information that has supposedly been collected from them sent to their family and friends. It is only when the victims seek to see the video evidence that the ransomware is installed and their computing device locked, with victims once again asked to send a Bitcoin or Dash payment to unlock it. Putting on an act. Though the ransomware creators claim to have the necessary login credentials of their victims, this is not the case. In one of the sample emails, the ransomware creators allege that they have a password of the target, though the cybersecurity researchers have determined that not to be the case. The supposed password for the potential victim's email address in this case appears to be the same as the email account. Therefore, in this case, it may simply be a bluff, and the attacker does not actually possess the victim's password. It is estimated that in the first 2 months after GandCrab was first discovered, it made its creators approximately $600,000 from more than 50,000 victims, mostly in the UK, the United States, and Scandinavia. Wow, all those guilty consciences running around out there. What y'all doing when you travel? Just saying. Anyways, that's a funny one. Let's go on to the next article there. Guys, I'm just saying, don't be stupid. 62% of auto execs believe blockchain will disrupt industry within 3 years. You notice I didn't say women don't be stupid. Women are much smarter than that. They got things figured out. They don't get caught. I'm not saying they don't do their own dirt. They're just better at it than men are. Those bones will never come out of those closets. All right. This is interesting. 62% of auto execs believe blockchain will disrupt industry. Isn't this what I've always been saying? Someone shot me an email, or not an email, but an image. Who was that? Was that Rohan? Let's see. Yeah, I think it was Rohan. No, it wasn't Rohan. He was asking me about carrot bars. Who was it? JJ Lopes? No, somebody tagged me on something. Oh, let me just go to my Facebook page. Oh, I'm not going to pop up. Where's that image? Give me a second here, because this was interesting. But I've been saying it all along. Good grief, how long ago did he send it to me? Well, I get so much stuff. Anyways, it was on TV, local news, that stated that tech jobs in the blockchain sector were now being accepted, or they're looking into it. Yeah, I think I passed it. Blockchain sector jobs. And I have my thing set. I forgot how to look for the tag post stuff. But anyways, it goes in line with this. And I say it no matter. Oh, that was you, Nicholas? No, you didn't tag me on that, did you? No, it wasn't Nicholas. Yeah, IBM and Facebook. Yeah, that's different news. But it was talking about, he took a screenshot of his TV. It was on local news. Anyways, whether you believe in Bitcoin or not, even if you still think cash is king and you want to work a 9-to-5 job, and there's nothing wrong with that, that's your prerogative, your decision. If you want to maintain employment in the future, then this is one skill set you need to know. You're going to have to know about the blockchain, or you will be replaced by people who do. The auto industry is betting big on blockchain. In fact, a whopping 62% of auto executives say the technology underpinning Bitcoin will be a disruptive force in the industry by 2021. That's just right around the corner. You think people getting laid off now is a deal? Just wait. Moreover, 95% of car makers plan to make moderate to significant blockchain investments over the next 3 years. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. 95% of car makers plan to make moderate to significant blockchain investments over the next 3 years? If that is not a quote, hold up. I got to quote that right now. 95%. Who's the 5% that says it's not? 95%. I gotta post this. That's unbelievable. 95%. What logo do I want to use for this one? Yeah, cryptos, my logos. I mean, every single industry is going to be disrupted. Every single one. Nobody is going to be spared. Nobody is going to be left out. There's no running from it. There's no hiding from it. Oh, was Ray Fountain that said that? Let me look up Ray. Yeah, it was Ray, and I remember. Like, what's this? Hey, where are you, Ray? You just tagged me on it. It's showing me stuff I have not seen. I still don't see it. This is one of those times where I thought I could pull up something real easy and real quick, and it's not there. Oh, there it is. There it is. That was on December 3rd he posted that? He must have just copied me on it. Look at this. Local news. WKYC Channel 3. Blockchain could create new tech jobs. Look what is on the local news. Brandon Ivey called it. Yep. Let's go back to what's going on here. In its executive report entitled Daring to Be First, the IBM Institute says blockchain can revolutionize the auto industry by bringing transparency to supply chain management and financial transactions. Here are some key findings. 62% of executives say blockchain will be a disruptive force in the industry within 3 years. 54% expect new business models to influence investments in blockchain. 54% of executives will implement their first commercial blockchain network at scale within 3 years. Industry leaders believe that the ingenuity of distributed ledger systems will bolster the use of smart contracts, which are self-executing, self-enforcing contracts. I'm going to make an image out of this right here. Thousands of parts go into the assembly of a vehicle, the IBM report noted. The inability to track and verify the parts can result in parts that do not work properly when they are integrated with others. Performance issues and customer dissatisfaction can then occur. So it only makes sense. The blockchain is solving a problem. What did some clown say last week, a critic? I don't see any real use case that the blockchain can be used for. Really? Automotive executives sure figured out a way. Auto executives are counting on the blockchain promise of secure, traceable transactions and improved transparency of information to streamline chain management. That's a definition of the blockchain right there. The IBM Institute pointed out that German auto giant Porsche has been testing blockchain applications in its vehicles since February 2018. As CCN reported, Porsche has been developing blockchain applications to park cars, lock and unlock vehicles, and make loaning out a company car to an employee easier. Because all transactions are recorded on a distributed ledger, car owners would be able to monitor who used their vehicle and when. This could play a major factor in expanding the sharing economy that has skyrocketed during the past few years. Blockchain used to track fresh produce. IBM has been quietly researching blockchain technology for years. You hear that? Not brand new. They've been following this for years. In October 2018, IBM partnered with French grocery mega chain Carrefour to improve food safety by tracking chicken, eggs, and tomatoes as they travel from farms to stores. I am saving this article because I'm going to make some images out of it. I'll send it over to Justice. Justice can work some magic on this. All right. That is it for this morning, early morning crypto talk. I will be back tonight for our, today's Thursday. KGX presentation tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on www.kgxglobal.info. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, www.kgxglobal.info. Education is key. Education is everything. You guys have a great day. See you all tonight. God bless. Bye-bye.